Hey, what's up, everybody? For those of you who do not know me, I am Shara Prophet, the Mind Magic Coach. I am a certified hypnotherapist, life coach, teacher, speaker, and author, and product manufacturer, content developer. I write a lot of courses and classes. I've just written my first book, and I, do coaching programs and all that good stuff. Hi, Ava. So as you guys come in, please go ahead and tag your friends and all that good stuff. And today we're going to be talking about, are you a fraud? And the reason why I am even talking about this is because I get a lot of clients who want to do something, or they feel pulled to do something, but they don't necessarily feel like they're ready, or that they have what it takes. They don't feel like they know enough. I know people who are like lifelong students. I'm a lifelong student, but I know people who feel like everything that they have to do, they have to go to school for it, or they have to take a class for it. They're naturally moved to do something, but because they don't feel like they know enough, or they don't really feel like they're fully ready for it, or they're fearful, they take on this imposter syndrome. Like, who am I to go out here and do this thing? I don't know enough. I'm not enough. I don't have enough credit or, anything like that. So I'm talking about this because it is something that is plaguing a lot of people who are feeling like they're ready to step into a whole new lifestyle. They're ready to step into a new business or leave their job and start their own business or what have you. But a lot of them get stuck and they're not able to move forward because they feel like a fraud. Okay? You have people who are doing that thing and still feel like a fraud. So they're not as successful. Okay? Or they're successful and they feel empty inside. They feel fearful. They're afraid that somebody's going to find me out. Somebody's going to find me out. And I'm talking about this because I used to feel that way too. I used to feel that way. So we're going to delve deep into this. And also on my website, if you visited my website, in the pop-up menu there, there's like a little pop-up there, and it's the self-sabotage detector test. So I am looking at some of the results from those of you who have taken that test, and 70% of the people who have taken this particular test said yes to, do you suffer from imposter syndrome, fear of being exposed as a fraud because you doubt your accomplishments? 70%, okay? That's a lot of people who are walking around feeling like this. So let's talk about it, and let's talk about ways that you can start to break through these blockages, okay? So first and foremost, usually what happens is you hear a voice. It's always that pesky little voice, right? That voice that is saying, you don't know what you're doing, you stupid, you need to get more education. That voice that's saying, in order for you to be successful, you got to have a degree. That voice that's saying, well, you haven't done this long enough, so how can you call yourself an expert, okay? It usually comes in as a voice. Sometimes it's a thought. And either way, it starts here in the head, okay? And then it moves into the body, where it feels like a tightness in the neck and the throat area and in the chest. Those are the three places where you will notice you feel that heaviness, or you feel the resistance to moving forward and doing what it is you want to do, okay? So it's very important to start paying attention to your body. I tell people all the time, your body is your GPS system, okay? Your body is going to tell you where you are in your life, okay? Your body is going to let you know when something's out of whack, when you're out of balance, okay? When you're not fully walking in your purpose. Your body is going to let you know that. Whether you're getting headaches, you have neck pains, shoulder pains, back pains, leg pains, feet pains, tingles, whatever, stiffness, and also if you're doing your work, If you're doing your inner work, your spiritual work, meaning you're doing shadow work, you're cleansing, you're clearing, you're opening your mind up, you'll experience these pains in the body because there is a release happening, okay? And you're shifting and changing, so it's like you're morphing. If you've ever watched movies where there's a werewolf morphing into a werewolf, right? Moving from human to a wolf, it's very painful, okay? So they're moving from one state of being to another state of being. And sometimes that change is so drastic and so crazy. There's a lot of things that you have to break through. You're basically coming from a small vessel to a larger vessel, okay? So when you see that werewolf shifting, the werewolf is usually about 5 times bigger than the man or the woman, okay? So it's very painful to, bust out of that tiny shell into a bigger being, okay? So that's what you're experiencing if you're doing your work. Now, if you're not doing your work, you may also be experiencing pains. You may also experience a lot of anxiety or ruminating thoughts where you can't sleep, okay? So just pay attention to your body. I'm actually going to do a class on body syndromes because people don't really understand what the parts of the body represent metaphysically and spiritually and emotionally. Okay, when you got stuck emotions in your body, you're going to feel that. All right. When you're ignoring certain things, you're not looking at things for what they are, we're going to have a class on that specifically. But let's get back to imposter syndrome. So those are the 3 places where you will notice it, okay? And you want to find out, I always talk about this, how does the process start for you? How does it begin? Is it a thought? Is it a voice? Then where does it go? All right? I'm giving y'all some free game. This is stuff that people pay me, $200-$300 for in a session, okay? So take some notes, pay attention, and do the work, because I'm not going to do this again. I'm not going to talk about this again because my clients pay me for this information, okay? So take some notes and take action, okay? Usually that voice, okay, comes from someone in your past or something in your past that has affected you throughout your entire life. And now all of a sudden you just carry this emotion on you, and it comes in the form of a voice or a thought, okay? And there's this imaginary wall that gets built up in front of you that you need to break through in order for you to step all the way into your purpose. Simple as that. For real, we could end the whole conversation right here, right now, okay? So you first need to understand why you feel the way you feel. Okay. Then you got to understand, what's the point of origin? When was the first time I felt like this? When was the first time I was told or knew to feel this way? Because when we are born, we're not born with all of these awarenesses, right? We don't know that I don't know enough. I need to go to college and get a degree in order to do X, Y, Z. We don't know that. Somebody had to tell you that. You had to learn that. You had to pick it up along the way. This is why your behavior is learned, and this is why your behavior can change. I just did a class the other day on manifestation secrets in handwriting, and we talked about fixed and unfixed traits. Your behavior is an unfixed trait, meaning it can shift. It can change. Your beliefs can change. Your emotions can change. Your feelings can change. Okay? But you got to do the work to change it. You can't just say, oh, I have imposter syndrome. I don't know if I can do this, and keep running in the same cycle. You're not going to get anywhere. And I say this in every live that I do. Your time is running out. There is no time to pussyfoot. There isn't. You've got to get a handle on feeling like you're not enough, feeling like you don't have what it takes, doubting yourself. Do you know that there are people out here who are doing what you want to do and probably read a book and started doing it? They don't have half as much passion. they don't have half as much knowledge or experience as you do. And getting paid hundreds of thousands of dollars, millions of dollars, because they read a book or they watched a couple of YouTube videos and now they're doing this thing, and because they don't have that thing in them that's telling them they can't do it. They don't have that in them. They're walking around thinking they could do anything. And listen, there's nothing wrong with that. I ain't poo-pooing on it at all. Sometimes, some of us need to have that thing in us. It's like, I can do anything. I can do anything. Saying yes is all it takes. Once you say yes to what it is you want to do, everything else around you is going to bend to your will. But then you got to actually do it. You have to actually do it. You have to take steps toward it. And then you have to work on yourself. You have to understand, you have to learn how your mind works and understand your process. I talked about your process in the 5 days of mental clarity. Y'all, that was a free class. That was a free class, the 5 days of mental clarity. And I went deep. I gave information that people pay for in that class. Free. Okay? Doing the physical work, absolutely, you got to do some physical work. You got to put work in. You have to. But you also have to invest in yourself. If you've been dealing with the same, imposter syndrome for 10 years, okay, and you still stuck trying to get done what you want to get done, you still stuck trying to get that business started, you're still stuck trying to, leave that person, leave that toxic relationship, but you don't know who you're going to be without it. Because you're living a fraudulent life. Some people are living a fraudulent life and they're stuck in it and they don't know how to get out, or they're afraid to get out because they don't know who they really are without that life. That's imposter syndrome. For real, for real. Living a lie. Because what's going to happen, this is what's going to happen if you don't start doing the inner work. What's going to happen is it's going to show up all over your body. It's going to show up in your life. Your whole life will come crashing down, brick by brick, sometimes all at once. Because if you're already feeling like you're not walking all the way in your authenticity, if you're already feeling like you're just doing something because everybody else is doing it and it looks good and they're successful at it, well, let me try it. Or if you're already feeling like you shouldn't be in this relationship anymore, you're already feeling like you shouldn't be at this job anymore, I shouldn't really be living in this place anymore, and you're not taking action inwardly and outwardly to change your situation, it's going to change for you. And people can call it God, they can call it the universe. I call it your subconscious mind. I talked about that in the 5 days of mental clarity class as well. Your subconscious mind is the true you. Okay? It's your programs, it's your paradigms, it's everything, your behaviors, it's your automatic behavior. So it doesn't matter what we try to project out into the world. The truth will always come out. It comes out in your handwriting. It comes out in the life, the world around you, your life. People can see it. Your inside is reflected outside. Okay? So when we're looking at different celebrities, for example, public figures, okay, celebrities, public figures, athletes, what have you. When we are looking at them and judging them on the downfall of their lives or certain things that they do, they get in an accident and they caught with a couple of keys on them, or they caught with, some chick that ain't their wife, okay, or they get caught with a transsexual, okay? What we're seeing is the collapse of a false life. That's what we're seeing. And self-sabotage, because they know that the life that they've built is not really the life that they want to live. So they're finding a way to self-sabotage, because the true you is like, this ain't real. I don't want to do this. Let's get the hell up out of here. Let's find a way to get out of here. So because that is the energy that you're operating from, that's the energy of your true self, your subconscious mind, your programs, your paradigms, because you haven't done the work to clear it out, because you keep trying to find quick fix after quick fix after quick fix after quick fix, instead of going in and fixing this and connecting for real, because you haven't done that, your world collapses. That's what happens. It just falls apart. And it's you doing it. It's not happening to you. It's happening for you, because you have done it. You created that, because you are a creator. Do you understand that you are a creator by nature? You created yourself. You brought yourself into this existence because you said yes to it. So if you said yes to this existence, what else can you say yes to and create? Do you know how much energy it takes to create a life? You know how much energy that takes? How much joy and passion and love and action it takes to create a life? But you made it here. You're here. If you can do that, what else can you do if you put the same energy, passion, love, and joy and action behind what is truly yours to do? But most people don't remember what is truly theirs to do. And that's why you're here. You're here in this physical existence to remember. Life is remembrance training. And life loves you so much that it is willing to smack you upside your head, stomp you, put its foot on your neck until you remember. Do you remember now? There's a reason why people do use torture as a way to get the truth out of someone, because pain pushes you to just be like, I give up. I give up. This is what I really want. This is who I really am. This is what's really going on with me. Okay? If you feel like you're an imposter in your own life, if you look in the mirror, you don't even know who that person is, and you're just trying to figure out, who am I? What do I want? Where do I want to go? I know this ain't right. This don't feel right. Or, I really want to do that, but can I really do that? Can I do that? Do I have what it takes? That's feeling like you're not enough. Wanting more, but being fearful to be more, is the inner conflict. It's the desire versus the fear. And this is what holds everybody back. I'm telling you, it holds everybody back. But you got to work on it. You can keep plugging away and plugging away. Well, let me try this and let me do that. Let me try this platform. Let me try that platform. Let me do this. Let me write that book. Let me get this job. Let me talk to this person, and let me do this and let me do that. Everything is outside of you, outside of you, outside of you. Most people don't have the balls, okay, Or what I really should say, because see, balls are sensitive. That's the thing. A vagina is strong. A vagina takes a pounding and can push out a child the size of a damn watermelon. Okay? So most people don't have the pussy power, I should say, man and woman, because that's really what it is. The vagina is powerful and strong, right? Most people don't have that. So they're scared to do that inner work. The inner work is no joke. It is not for the faint of heart. It's not for punks. It's not for punks. The spiritual path is not for punks. Okay? Doing shadow work is not for punks. That's why I congratulate every single client that says yes and says, yeah, I'm here, I'm ready to do this. Because it's not for punks. You are going into the deepest, darkest part of yourself to get answers and to change behaviors and to face that shadow self that has been trying to assist you all your life. Trying to get you to this point of saying yes to yourself and stop being an imposter in your own body, in your own skin, and being the real you and really showing up for you. That's what your shadow is doing for you. That's what it's doing for you. Life is not here to hate you, baby. It's here to love on you. Life loves you. And like I said, it's like a fierce mama. If you are off track, you ain't getting it right, you're going to get smacked. You're going to get kicked. You're going to get maybe even punched. She might even pull out the extension cord on your behind, right? Make you go pick a switch off of the tree out back. Hello. Y'all with some country grandmothers and country mothers, y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay? That's what life will do for you. But she is here to push you all the way into the truth of who you are and to help you remember who you are, why you're here, why you said yes to all of this. Why did you say yes to this third density, this 3D reality? Why did you say yes to this? You didn't come here just to go to work and come home, watch TV and go to sleep. You didn't come here for that. You did not come here to be in a toxic relationship. You didn't come here to put on airs and appearances and be in a relationship with somebody just because it looks good, but you don't really have a connection with them. You didn't come here for that. You didn't come here to just exist. And you don't have to become president of the United States. You don't have to be a public figure. You don't have to do Facebook Lives and Instagram Lives. You don't have to be a coach. You don't have to be any of that. You don't have to be a spiritual guru. You don't have to be a millionaire to be walking in your power. Some people's purpose and power is getting out here and planting gardens for people in communities. I have a lot of friends that do that. And they are so joyful and so happy and so fulfilled because they are feeding the earth. And in return, the earth is feeding people and feeding communities. So I'm not saying that you got to have this super duper grandiose lifestyle. I want that, but you don't have to want that. Your purpose could be taking care of animals and making sure that they're safe and they have a good home and that they're not being mistreated. That could be your purpose. There are quiet heroes all over the world who people don't know them. But every day they are walking in their purpose because they said yes to the truth of themselves and stopped being an imposter and stopped doubting what was truly and divinely assigned to them. But it starts with first becoming self-aware and breaking through the challenge, breaking through the self-sabotage, breaking through those voices, those ruminating thoughts, just breaking through. And if you cannot break through it on your own, then you got to find somebody who can assist you with that. Okay? If you've tried and tried, I can't stop these voices. I don't know. I don't have any structure. I don't know what's next. I don't know what the next step is. I've tried and I don't know. Then you find somebody who can help you with that. I say it all the time. I got a team. I have an earthly team. I have an earthly team. Do I talk to them every day? No. But when I need them, I know that they're there. And I pay for that. I pay money because there's an exchange of energy. There's an energy exchange that must take place here on this earthly realm. And usually that energy exchange comes in the form of money. That's what we created as humans. That's our form of energy exchange. It's not the only form of energy exchange, but it's the main form. Because you really can't do anything without it. That's why I don't understand when people be like, money is not everything. It ain't everything, but you don't need to say that. Because saying that is talking to your universe, which is your subconscious mind, and saying, oh, money ain't everything, so I guess we don't need it. Okay, that's fine. Money is important. Very important. You can't eat. You can't drink. Can't sleep without it. Can't take a bath without it. Because you got to pay for all of the elements that support you doing that. Pay attention to your language. Pay attention to your words. That's a form of energy exchange as well. And most people will say the sweetest thing to perfect strangers on the street, but will get home and wear themselves out with their own words. Okay. Are you wearing yourself out with your own words? What kind of exchange are you having with yourself? How much time are you spending with yourself? Right now, you got a lot of time on your hands. Most people do. I don't, but a lot of people do. But I'm going to tell you something. As busy as I am, I do not skip a day. I don't skip a day of allowing myself the opportunity to clear my energy, to ground, to call back my power and my energy, and call back my money. To sit with my ancestors, to sit and be at one with me. The queen, the goddess. I am the one who creates my life. Why wouldn't I spend time with myself? That's why you're feeling like you're an imposter in your own life, because you don't even know who you are. Of course you feel like an imposter. If you don't know who you are, you feel like an imposter. Most people are afraid to be alone. They're afraid to not, I don't know who that is. I don't have nobody calling me right now. Okay, they're going to have to call me back. Hold on, y'all. Sorry. Most people are afraid to sit with themselves because their minds just go all over the place. I say let your mind go wherever it needs to go, because that's a message. You get insights just by watching your thoughts. Just watch the thoughts, watch the thoughts. You get insight. It's not easy. It's very hard to do. It's very hard, especially if you've never done it before. But if you want something different, you got to do something different. And it starts with you. It's nowhere else to look. Sorry, it's nowhere else to look. No one's going to come save you. That's not going to happen. Nobody in the sky, no deity, no spirit is going to save you. You got to do that. You have to do that. You have to do that. And that feels, I know, because I remember when I first had that realization that it's me. Oh, it's me. Oh, I got to do this. I felt the weight of the world on my shoulders. Still do sometimes. It scared the hell out of me to realize that I'm responsible for everything that's happening in my life right now. It made me feel hopeless. It made me feel scared. It made me feel tired and overwhelmed when I had that realization. And I felt like that for a while. And then I shifted that perspective and put on my big girl panties. And in my mind, I'm walking around with a big chinchilla, a leather jumpsuit, hair on fleek, nails on fleek, stilettos about this tall, and that's my power image. Or I'm in a tailored red suit. Those are my power images. What are your power images? Because if you got to do something to shift yourself out of fear and hopelessness and insecurity and feeling like you're not enough, and you're like, oh, I'm just a mushy little baby, and there's nobody who's going to come save me, but all this time they said there was this thing that was going to come out of the sky and save me, and it's not. It's me. Who do you have to shift into? What visual did you have to put on in your head to pull yourself out of that and be like, you a baddie, you got this? And once I shifted that perspective, it was on. I was like, all right, if it's me and I'm betting on me and all I got is me, we about to do this. Now, that doesn't mean you don't have assistance. You have assistance. You have assistance. You have unseen assistance. But they just sitting back like, when's she gonna get it? Once she get it, I'll step in and assist. But right now, I can't do nothing for you. You crying and, feeling hopeless, letting this dude smack you around, letting this woman take advantage of you and take all your money and letting people step all over you and getting mad because you can't pay your bills, and all you got to do is make a decision. We'll help you. But you can't help somebody who's not willing to help themselves. How would you feel trying to consistently help somebody who is not trying to help themselves? Eventually, you're going to get tired and you're going to withdraw your assistance. It's the same thing in the spirit realm. If they see you working and they see you doing everything you got to do, that assistance, that's why I said once you say yes, the yes brings forth the assistance. But once you say yes, you got to take action. You got to do something, okay? Whether that's just sitting and journaling or doing a little bit of meditation or some hypnosis or whatever it is, planting a garden, going for a walk, laying out in the grass underneath the tree, whatever it is. You've got to set up a system, a routine for yourself to pull yourself out of the muck. Because if you stay in that muck, honey, nothing's going to change. Take a look at the things in your life that you've accomplished. That's a great starting point. Look at what you've accomplished already. and shout it from the rooftops. I don't care how big or how small it is in your mind or in somebody else's mind. Shout it from the rooftops. You know what? Today I got up and cleaned my kitchen. Woo! Because if you like me, that's that's a feat, honey. Because that's why I pay somebody to do it. Because I get too busy and that is not the priority. But if that is what you did today, give yourself a pat on the back, because that's going to help you to start feeling better about the other accomplishments that you make in your life. That's going to push you out of that imposter syndrome and get you excited about, yeah, I did that. Oh my God, I did that. I'm good at that. I can do this. Okay. You got to move into that place, but you got to start somewhere. Did you sit for 15 minutes and read a book? Give yourself credit for that. So for those of you who don't know, we are doing a 30-day challenge in my group, manifesting, the manifestation, 30-day manifestation. Oh my God, y'all. The manifesting success with mind magic. Why can't I ever remember my group name? What's wrong with me? Manifesting Success with Mind Magic group. It's a private group where we talk about all things manifestation, healing, subconscious blocks, clearing, all that good stuff, you know, some magic stuff, some ritual stuff in there. It's just a blend of everything in there, okay? But in that group, we're doing a 30-day manifestation challenge, okay? And I have them using certain tools that I'm not going to mention here. If you want to know about it, you got to go to the group and join the group. But we use certain tools over there that assist with rewarding yourself every day for a task that you've done, okay? The challenge is free. The tools are not. You got to pay for the tools. They're not mine. These are not my tools, but these are tools that I have used in the past and continue to use, because I'm doing a 30-day challenge too, to assist me with keeping my mind on what I want and to help me look at it written down. And that when you write it down and you look back at it and you read at it and you read it, you know what I'm saying? That really helps to retrain the brain. That's what happens. That's free. And it is helping people. It's a form of shadow work. That's free. Now I have some other major things that I offer that go super duper deep, that'll really push you up out of that imposter syndrome, self-sabotage, some deeper things that I'm doing right now. I've started the Be Magic program. We are already 2 weeks in. You have until the 29th to sign up for that. Now that's an investment. You're gonna have to invest in that. That's an investment. And the reason why it's such a high ticket item is because of how effective it is. But there are all kinds of products, services available to you, whether you go through me or you find somebody else. Do it. If you're having a hard time doing it for yourself, get some assistance. It's nothing wrong with that. That's not a sign of weakness. That's a sign of strength. And that's a sign of being a boss, saying, I gotta get from this point to that point. And I've been trying all this stuff all this time and I haven't been able to do it. I'm a little bit stuck. I need help. It's all on you. You got to ask for the help. You got to seek the help out. And then you got to take action. Taking action. You got to take action. Faith without works don't work, boo. It just don't. Do you need to develop a plan and a strategy? Don't know how to do that? What's truly yours to do? What's your truest heart's desire? Have you really sat with that and asked yourself that question? And once you figure it out, how you going to get there? That's what Be Magic is all about. That. And breaking through the self-sabotage that comes up once you decide on what you want and what your truest heart's desire is, and you start working toward it. Trust and believe. If it's something you've never done before, all of those walls of resistance are going to come up because it's the fear of the unknown. And we use hypnosis. We use several different strategies and techniques that assist with that. Some of you all have the book already. I actually got a printed version of the book. This is the proof of it. Ain't it pretty? So this is the book that comes with the course, okay, with that Be Magic course. But some of you all have this, and some of you all already put in some of the techniques to work for you. But in the course, you get this plus a whole bunch of other stuff that's not in the book, because I didn't put everything in that book, because some things need to be experienced. Some things you actually have to experience and do it in the class for it to work for you, okay? The book by itself will work. So I'm hoping that this is helpful for somebody out there, okay? And I hope that you guys are really starting to take yourself seriously and take your work seriously. It's important. It's very, very important, okay? It's the only way that you are going to get out of the situation you're in. So those of you who are here right now, you're here for a reason. You're here because you do feel like an imposter in your life. You do feel like a fraud on some level. There is something in your life that you're not 100% connected to. Or there's something that you want to do and you desire, but you're not 100% sure you can do it, that you have what it takes to do it or get it. Some of you are desiring a loving relationship and a healthy relationship with your divine right partner, but you don't really believe that you deserve it. Because all you've ever had was toxicity in your life, and you've never cleared that energy out of your vortex. You've never cleared it out of your heart space. Some of you want children, but you're not sure that you're going to be a good parent because your parents weren't that great. You don't really know what it's like to be a good parent. You're afraid that since your parents were abusive, that you might be abusive. You got to clear that energy out. You have to. Okay? So, Be Magic is still ready. It's still open for registration. You have until the 29th. After the 29th, I'm cutting it off because, by the time we hit week 3, it's just going to take too much for you to catch up, because it is extensive homework assignments that you really got to put your all into. You need to be committed to this process. So I would tell you, don't even spend the money if you're not going to be committed to the process. Okay, you must show up for yourself. You ain't showing up for me. You showing up for you. Okay. Be Magic is very, very deep work. It is very hypnosis heavy, and it is shadow work. Okay, it's shadow work. So, but it's shadow work to assist you with reaching your goals and to assist you with stepping in your purpose and finalizing and getting laser focused on your dream. Okay, on the truest heart's desire. That's what is here, because a lot of people think they know what they want to do, right? They're like, oh, this is what I want. This is what I want. I really want to do this. But when you start doing some of these exercises and this work, the true desire comes out. And that's going to propel you into getting into the work that needs to happen to get you to that point, okay? So we got Be Magic going on. Join the group, Manifesting Success with Mind Magic. Manifesting Success with Mind Magic is the private group. Get on over there so that you can grab up some of these great tools and teachings that I have. I do a lot of free classes in that group, okay? We just finished the Manifestation Secrets of Handwriting class on Monday night, and that was awesome. And so that class has been recorded and has now been uploaded to the website, opendoorhypnosis.com, where you can purchase the class. I have some other very, very exciting news to share with you guys, but I'm going to wait on that. It's almost ready. I have it, I'm doing my last little rounds of blessing and all of that magic around that thing. But that's going to be coming up soon. So keep an eye out for that, a new product. And tonight, y'all, tonight, make sure you tune in for the Mastermind Collabo. We are getting together, myself, Lavette Nin, Bellatrix Marie, Nicole Whitby, and Sabria Morris. We're going to all be together tonight on the live, chatting it up, chatting it up. So we're going to be talking about your mindset and, you know, really digging deep down into what it means to really shift that around to start creating changes in your life, okay? So make sure you guys tune in. It's going to be here on my page, and then it'll be shared to the Mastermind collaboration pages. So, and I'm also going to be sharing it in the Manifesting Success with My Magic groups and stuff like that. So make sure you guys tune in for that. That's going to happen this evening, I think at 9 p.m. Okay, 9 p.m. Eastern time. That's 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So be sure to tune. I think I'm saying the right times. If I'm not, it's posted on the page, so you guys can look into that. So also, you want to check out our beautiful, gorgeous, infinite cash box. Yes, honey. You definitely want to check that out if you are needing some assistance with pushing through any blockages, or you just need that little bit of extra oomph and extra energy behind your magic, your work, manifesting the money that you desire, right? You definitely want to pick up an infinite cash box. It is some amazing goodies in that box. The box itself was handcrafted by Nicole Whitby, and it is absolutely stunning. I mean, everything in that box is handmade, okay? Charged up with powerful energy from some powerful goddesses. So you definitely want to make sure you grab that up, okay? I will put the link to the box in the comments section down here. So, or if somebody is on here and they got the link, could y'all put it down there for me? Oh, good, Kibi. You got your box? Good. Yes, honey. You're going to love it. 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 So enjoy your day. I got to get off of here so that I can, hold on. Candace said that handwriting class has me and some of my coworkers in writing. Yes. The handwriting class was off the hook. It's a very technical class, but you can learn a lot about yourself and other people from their handwriting. So check that out, okay? But I'm gonna get off of here because I got a lot of work to do today and I have a session coming up, so I wanna make sure that I'm on time for that. But I'll see y'all tonight. I'll be back on here tonight. Okay. I've been gone for a little while off of the lives because I have been busy. It has been crazy, but it's good stuff. Everything is good. Everything is coming together for these different projects. I got about 6 different projects rolling simultaneously. But it's great. I love it. I'm a busy bee. If I'm not busy, I'm like, if I'm not busy, I better be laying on a beach somewhere on an island with a cocktail in hand if I'm not busy. But just sitting around here, not having nothing to do, I don't even know what that's like. Like, I don't understand people who say that they're bored. I don't get that, but I know what that means and why they feel that way. But I'm just like, who is bored right now? How could you be bored? I don't even have time to be bored. So anyway, all right, y'all. I love you. Please do share this video. Share this video, tag people in it. I think this is going to be some very helpful information in here. Like I said, this is some free game that people be paying hundreds and thousands of dollars for. So use it. Take care of yourselves. Love yourselves. Yes, Candace. Good. I'm so happy that you're delving into that, into the handwriting and paying attention to that. Good. Very good. Yes. And it's a great way to boost your confidence. It's a great way to shift some behaviors. Okay. All right, y'all. I will see you later. Have a fantastic Wednesday. Bye.